Yo boys, what's up? It's your boy kayle 1v9 here. And today I want to talk about the preseason changes for Kayle. And also a few tips and tricks. I made a little notepad, so don't have to remember anything. So first of all, this is kind of a small guide as well. So if you have any questions at all, then just make sure to comment down below what you want to know. And yeah. Let's start with the build, and I would say it's basically the same. I tested a lot of builds over the past few days, and in my opinion, I came to the conclusion that it's pretty much still the same. I usually go for the 3 items that are pretty much standard every single game, and it really depends on what the matchups are, what the enemy team has. But usually I would go for Death Cap, Hurricane, and as a last item it really depends on, it's kind of situational. I could go for QSS if they have like target CCs such as Warwick ult, Malzahar ulti, and so on. But I could also go for another crit item with Phantom Dancer, or I could also go for Wit's End. I don't recommend going for Void stuff anymore, because they changed the unique passive, or it got a unique passive, which is Dissolve, which is basically the magic penetration. And the thing is that Rage Quit has it as well now, so it does not stack anymore. So I just recommend, instead of going for Void stuff, you should just try Wit's End, because I really like it. So it's pretty much the same thing. You could also go for the crit build or heavy AP builds. It really depends on your playstyle, and I would still say it's, for me at least, pretty much the same. Let's go on to the next, which are the runes. And again, I pretty much think it's the same. I go for Lethal Tempo still. Big Triumph, Elasticity, Coup de Grace. Oh, I still don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. Mana Flow Ban and Transcendence. But for the small rune stats, I go Attack Speed as the first one. There's also the option that you get 10 CDR at level 18, but I don't think it's worth it at all. So I would still recommend going for the Attack Speed. And then it really just depends on what you're playing against. If you play against, let's say, LeBlanc, I definitely recommend going 2 Magic Resist shards. So you get additional 12 Magic Resist, which is kind of helpful early game, especially against poke champions such as Karma or LeBlanc. And if you play against champions like Yasuo or Zed, or in top lane Riven, Renekton, Darius, all those heavy AD matchups, Camille, or Pantheon, I really would suggest going for the double armor shards. You could also go for the HP per level thing, but I like the flat magic resistant armor way more. Let's go on to the two tricks actually. The first trick is basically the E animation cancel. We basically cancel the auto attack animation. We'll just demonstrate it for you. Give me a second. There you go. Alright. It's basically it involves W and E, and you just have to basically perfectly time when you use W, which is basically at the start of the animation, like this. It was too late. So basically, when she swings her sword, you just have to press the W. I find it really hard with more attack speed than 1.2. So with Lethal Tempo it's even harder. Let me just try it out here. You can still do it, but obviously it's like pretty hard to know when she swings her sword. So this is kind of a trick that you could abuse in laning phase, when people are greedy, like Trigger Bear with their ult, and they don't expect you to have this, like, I would say, invisible auto attack. But yeah, just practice it in custom mode, because actually is kind of hard. Yeah, and the second trick involves the Q and the E. So the Q cast time is about like, I would say 0.5 seconds. So when you're in between auto attack and your Q, you see how she stops with the auto attacks. And this is, you can change this by basically right clicking 2 times after you Q'd. So you're auto attacking, you Q and then press instantly 2 times. And you kind of cancel the Q animation by like half. See, this is without, and this is with. You basically do it instantly, and this is like really helpful in some kind of situations. So yeah, just try those both things out. It helps me, the laning phase. See, like it's pretty hard with like 3 items, so just try it out in laning phase. I think it's actually a pretty nice small tip that you can use to have a better lane experience, I would say. And yeah, I also tested Dark Harvest. It got hotfixed, I think, yesterday. But honestly, I think it's not worth it going for it, because you need to proc it a lot to have like make use out of it. And with K, you just can't bring the enemy below 50% all the time. So I would still say Lethal Tempo is the way to go. You can also try Press the Attack, or what my favorite keystone is, Base Rush. But yeah, I would still say go for Lethal Tempo. Still the same item build, still the same runes. And yeah, make sure to comment down below what you want to know. If you have any questions, make sure to ask me. I will try to answer everything. I'm streaming every day on Twitch TV/kayle 1v9. So if you're interested in, make sure to follow or click the link in the description below. I would really appreciate the support, boys. And yeah, if you have any questions or any ideas of videos I could do next, then make sure to comment down below. And as always, love you, boys. I really appreciate the support. And I hope to see you in the next video as well. Yeah, that's it, boys. Have a great one.